So then guys, we're travelling on the 88, the Stourbridge local service, and this route connects Stourbridge town and the Norton estate, and we're travelling on an ADL Enviro 200 MC, which is a regular on this route, and this is run by the custom operator. And we are just going through Stourbridge-High Street. We started our journey at Stourbridge Interchange, which I also call it as Stourbridge Bus Station. So we're just now doing a turn, and we're just going by the town hall, which adjoins to the Crown Shopping Centre. Well, was the old Crown Centre in Stourbridge, but it's still known as the Crown Centre. But it's not an outdoor shopping centre anymore. It's more of an indoor centre, because that's when they built Tesco's within the centre. So we're just going to go past the Crystal Leisure Centre, and you'll see the Tesco Extra store on the right hand side, and there it is. Before that, there was a multi-storey car park which was demolished in 2012, and the Crown Centre still survives with the town hall and the public library. And so here we go. We are just waiting to head onto the ring road here in Stourbridge. And I hope you're all okay, and I hope you enjoy my videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. Yesterday we did the 96 virtual video going from King's Standing to Birmingham Airport, which was a recent extension beyond Chelmsley Wood. So here we go. We're now on the ring road. There's the Tesco Extra supermarket in Stourbridge town. So there's the Tesco Extra in Stourbridge town's Crown Centre. So we're now on the ring road. So we're now going round the ring road. So here we go. I hope that you're going to enjoy the journey. So more and more videos are coming on the channel soon. Yes, there will be. And so coming into view on the far right is Millrace Lane Trading Estate. So you've got the Millrace Lane Trading Estate, and there's the Lower High Street in Stourbridge. So we're just going round the ring road right now, and we'll be coming towards the junction where we came out from the bus station, Stourbridge Interchange. I originally referred to it as Stourbridge Bus Station, but it's basically known as Stourbridge Interchange. And so anyway, here we go on the ring road right now, and coming into view on the right will be the back of Wilkinson's. And as you know, Wilkinson's is one of the major names in Stourbridge town centre. It's been in Stourbridge town for a good many years now. So here's Wilkinson's in Stourbridge. That's Stourbridge's Wilkinson's store. And there's the subway access towards the bus station, or interchange as it's known. So you go under the subway, then you turn right. There's a set of stairs to go into the open air, but if you carry on further, there's a set of stairs, and there's also a lift within the middle to take you direct onto the station concourse, which I used to call it as, well, basically onto the bus station. So we've just gone past the entrance to Stourbridge Lower High Street, where the Weatherspoons Checkers Inn pub is located. And the ring road carries on, so we're not going to do that bit until we come back into Stourbridge. But sadly, we didn't film the return journey from Norton back into Stourbridge. So we're just heading along towards Old Swinford now, which is a local estate within Stourbridge, and there's the Kia Motor Garage. right there. That used to be an MG Rover garage many years ago. And then, of course, there was a Peugeot garage. And there was even a Ford garage as well. And it was all part of the Evans Horshaw garages. But moving on from car dealerships, we're now heading towards Old Swinford right now on the 88. So we're just heading for Old Swinford now and just continue to enjoy the journey. Okay then guys, as you know, the 88 was introduced earlier this year to replace the 10A and 10C services, which were the Stourbridge circulars that connected Stourbridge, Old Swinford, Pedmore and part of Norton and then back into Stourbridge. It did not go directly onto the Norton estate compared to what the 88 does. And the 10A and 10C was operated by NXWM between 2019 and 2022. The route ended towards the end of 2022, and then the 88 took it over. And the 10A and 10C was only worked by smaller vehicles, which were IDL Enviro 200s, as the Volvo B7 RLE Right Eclipse Urbans and the double deck vehicles could not cover the service due to the lanes being very tight. And not only NXWM did this service before the custom operator took it over, it was actually originally known as the 288. So when it was the 288, it was operated by Hanson's buses. Hanson's did that service up until 2017, from when they were bought out by Diamond Bus. Diamond Bus took over the service in 2017 and lasted until 2019, and then it was then taken over by NXWM's 10A and 10C. And when Hanson's did it, they used the Dennis Starts and the ADL Enviro 200s. The same applied with Diamond, and of course they did take their Optare solos on that route. So we're just going under the bridge, which carries the tracks coming out of Stourbridge-Junction station. So Hanson's did this service alongside Diamond as well. And Diamond did take one of the bigger darts on this route as well, which was the X-First darts. So they've taken the big darts on. And of course, IGO buses did this route as well, because they used Plaxton Primos and even their ADL Enviro 200s. As well as that, D&G Bus did it using the Midland branding. D&G Bus used to do it as well, from when it originated as Choice Travel, if you remember Choice Travel. And so loads of different operators have done the service in the past. Even Arriva have also did the service as well. If you remember, Arriva used to do the 288 Stourbridge to Norton. But that was a good many years. Well, that was a long time ago. And when Arriva did it, they used Dennis Starts as well. And but that was from when they ran it from their former Wensfield depot. But that lasted until when it was taken over by IGO buses. Now, as you know, the 288 only ran Monday to Friday, no service on Saturdays. The same applies with the 10A and 10C, and the same applies with this route, the 88. So here we go. We're just heading out of Stourbridge, and we're coming towards Pedmore now. So we're coming towards Pedmore. So there's been loads of different operators covering the 88 corridor from when it was the 288. I believe Travel West Midlands did this in the past. I'm not 100% sure. And speaking of Travel West Midlands, we're actually following their number 7 service, which is the Dudley to Wollaston Junction service. That used to be operated by Wolverhampton Depot between 2021 and towards the end of 2022. And now the route has been taken over once again by Pensneck Depot. Because that was its original route. Well, that was its original depot, I meant. The 7. Because it was always at Pensneck Depot, even when it was the good days at the 276. If you remember the good old 3-digit numbers, 276, X96, 140s, 241s, 243, 244s, 246s, 255, 256, 257. Also the old 287 as well. There were so many good numbers back in the day, but they've now been dropped and been reduced to 2 or single digit number. So it is a shame they got rid of all those long lost numbers, but they have served our area for good many years, and we are going to continue with more and more videos here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. Yes, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. So we are going to continue with more and more exciting videos, so please keep watching. And yes, keep watching the lovely videos that is here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. Okay then, guys, we're now in part of Pedmore now, so we're in part of Pedmore on the 88, and then we're going to go across the estate area, so in part of like Pedmore and Old Swinford, and then we're going to go down this estate that's going to take us down towards Norton way, so we'll be heading down towards Norton on the 88, so hope you enjoy my videos. I will continue to upload more and more videos and in days and weeks to come, and not sure what videos I might do for the rest of the week, but I'll let you know which videos I'm going to add as soon as possible. So we're just carrying on our journey on the 88, and it's really great to see different multicoloured operators serving Stourbridge now. Like you've got custom operators, you've got Select, you've got NX, you've got Diamond. You did have the Banger Bus, which did the 1X, the Stourbridge Shuttle Rail replacement. But that was only between 2020 and 2021. And that was actually a handy link, especially to gain access to the Kidderminster platform as well, from Stourbridge-Junction. So it was a lot handy. And of course you did have Green Bus that did the 242 just before Select took over, and Select did serve the train station, but that lasted until like early last year, 2022, and now that's reverted back to part of the old 228 route, because that now goes through Wollaston and then goes across the Hyperion Estate. I'm hoping to get back on the 242 very soon, and hoping to go on to the 580 to Kidderminster, which is actually one of my favourite routes. So it's really great to see these new routes now operating around Stourbridge, and so we're going to continue on our journey on the 88. So we're going to be heading for Stourbridge. So we'll be heading for Stourbridge and Norton. So we'll be heading for Norton. Well, I didn't mean to say Stourbridge, I meant Norton. We're going to be heading for Norton, which is like south of Stourbridge. So there's been a lot of changes that's occurred over for the start of the year. This was, for example, not only this route to replace the 10A and 10C, you had the 142 extended to Merry Hill to replace the 28, and of course a new 142A to replace in part the 298 and 299. However, the section up to Alzo and beyond Merry Hill, which goes through Cradley Heath interchange, that remains withdrawn now because you've got other routes following that section, but the rest of it is all withdrawn altogether. There's no other service covering most of the lost part from even when it was the old 14 service, because if you remember the old 14 heading towards the Fatherless Barn from Cradley Heath, that area is now withdrawn. There's no service covering part of the old 14 anymore, because most of it is in with the 142, which goes through part of the Fatherless Barn. So there's been a lot of changes that's happened over the years. So it's great to see that the 142 now runs to Merry Hill, and good to see Diamond back on the old 287. And of course, running the 142 on Sundays again is brilliant. So that is a good bonus. And of course, it's been a long time since there's been a bus service serving the Wivmore Village estate. And of course, serving... and of course, a bus serving the 142 route into Alzoin on Sundays again. So that's brilliant to see a service run on Sundays once again. So then, guys, we are now coming towards Norton Way now. And so there's been a lot of changes at the start of the year. The 250 and 251 Merry Hill circulars. Those routes have now become the 25 from Stourbridge to Dudley through Merry Hill. So now Diamond has got a Stourbridge to Dudley link. Even the 17 that goes through Gornal Wood that used to be operated by NXWM. They're also doing the 57 to All Heath Briarscroft. And they're also doing the 17H once again. Merry Hill to Halesowen. And also the 5 from Dudley down to King Swinford. And even the 5A across to All Heath. The only route they didn't get is the 24 from Merry Hill to Dudley, and even the 14A from Merry Hill to Dudley, because those are still with NXWM for now. But I'll let you know when there's going to be changes on those services. So please keep your eyes peeled for that, guys, here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. And of course, the 142, that's now integrated onto the old 28 up to Merry Hill from Stourbridge. And of course, there's a 142A that's replaced in part the 298 and 299, but no longer serves Lye directly now. It actually bypasses Lye. So the only operators serving Lye is NXWM on the 7 from Dudley to Wollaston Junction, and the 9 from Stourbridge to Birmingham. So there's only NXWM serving Lye. It's a bit like NXWM is only serving Cradley Heath interchange. And of course they are serving Cradley Heath High Street because they've got the 17H back. Merry Hill to Alzoin. NXWM only did it for a short time. But now that's gone back to Diamond Bus, and I knew it was going to go back to Diamond Bus anyway, so it's great to see Diamond now doing the 17H once again. So there's been a lot of changes over the years that have been affected. A lot of routes have been affected. They're almost going to face a sudden withdrawal, like the 298 and 299, but they've now become the 142 and 142A. 298 and 299 was worked by Mercedes-Benz Melostrata bus, which is seen at their Tiverdale depot, and of course, at Diamond's Tiverdale depot, and also at Diamond Redditch. So anyway, we're just coming up towards Norton. We're just continuing on our journey. So we're coming up towards Norton Way now. And we're going to head onto the Norton Road. So there's been a Melostrata on the 298 and 299. That's been on it since 2019. And but the Mellors are usually seen at Tiverdale Depot. And of course, they also have some at Redditch. I'm not sure if Kiddie has any Mellors anymore. Of course, you had the 250 and 251 services. They were worked by ADL Enviro 200s and, of course, Optare Solos and even Dennis Starts back in the good days. So anyway, we're coming towards Norton now and we're coming towards our finish. So hope you enjoyed this video all the way from Stourbridge, and I'm so happy to hear that we are going to continue with more exciting videos that will be coming here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. Yes, the best YouTube channel that you can name of all time. So we're now coming round to our terminus. So this is the terminus in Norton. Thank you for watching the 88, and keep watching, guys, here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures.